completely new episode.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dusted Gamers. If you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
So we are still on
The dragon.
the dragon.
We have not slayed the dragon.
The dragon.
We are
Slayer.
chasing the dragon. And even though it looks like we left and got something done, nope, we're just watching a loading screen for nothing.
Yeah, I need to deal with.
Well, I tried to switch my gun out,
Fucking shit.
and he took damage right away. And then I realized I don't have anything to switch out to, basically. So I'm just going to focus on not getting hit and letting my stupid gun do all the work. Serious time. Serious time, y'all. That's what the smoke bomb's all about right there. I can't get anywhere. Just teleport. Fuck, I took damage trying to save you.
I can't believe I did that. That was just pitiful.
It's pitiful.
Oh,
Fucking dick.
so can you not kill the fires or?
No, I don't think so. Because your bullets would be attracted to them.
Oh,
Come on.
all right.
Red hot. It will get red hot. Good shit.
Oh, I fucking need. Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Thank you. Thank you. Alright, that was all panic. You have a ton of time to get out of there before you have to take another hit.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. Well, I fucked that up.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I didn't get any damage on him.
I don't think so.
Jesus. Oh my god.
This game leads to perfect rage montages.
Too tired to rage. And I got hit.
Oh,
I'm so beaten down by like horrible stuff this week that I don't care about video games right now. I'm like sincerely like all the sexual harassment stuff. I've been debating with people all week about this shit.
what do people not?
They're just people are just horrible people. That's all there is. Well, the one that's bugging me. All right, so this guy at Naughty Dog that used to work for Naughty Dog said that he came forward. It was a guy, which is one of those things that's going to start. People don't believe the guy.
Oh yeah.
He said that he brought something up to his people there, and they tried to make him sign a settlement, and then end up firing him. And it's just reading all the toxic people who are like, "Oh, I don't believe him. He's a liar. He's a guy. Guys don't.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Guys don't get harassed and all that stuff." And just trying to explain to people, like this is why people don't come out for one about abuse.
Oh yeah, I saw one of the girls.
Which is like the whole point. And he's like, well, why didn't they name the guy? Why did they just say Naughty Dog? It's like, because that's the whole point, is he did come out about the guy. He went to Naughty Dog and said, this happened. And I'm not saying he for sure did it, I understand that there's people out there who are attention seekers. It's definitely a possibility. There's been 9/11 deniers that are not deniers, but
Truthers.
Fake survivors of 9/11 who were trying to get attention. Like, people do that, but like in this case, the guy seems legit enough, and didn't seem like he was trying to get attention so much as a lot of people have been sharing their stories this week because it gets suppressed.
Right.
It gets suppressed, and then people don't want to come out, and they're ashamed of coming out about it. And so a lot of people who have been suppressing their stories have come out this week and shared their stories as a way of supporting people and trying to kind of idea of ending the silence.
Yeah.
Because that's what that's another problem with it is. There's so the things are so stacked against these people because it's kind of like there's more money in creating cancer than curing it.
Right.
Well, people want to have it's a status quo. I mean, you're taking down powerful people. You're disrupting people's lives when you have to tell them that there's somebody that's doing this type of crap. So there's a lot more effort behind dismantling the victims than there is helping the victims.
Right. I mean, especially when you look at a situation like Harvey Weinstein, where he was making a lot of people a lot of money, including the people he was sexually harassing, has made those same women.
It's exhausting, and you kind of trap. I've said it before with like the racism stuff, like. It's kind of exhausting, and you kind of be like, I don't want to deal with it. Like, I don't want to tell people. But, like, if you're in a position where you can be like, I can ignore politics, or I can ignore racism, or I can ignore this stuff, then you're already kind of privileged.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't want to be, like, completely, like, shut down, not explain to people why I think that they're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Because then in a way, I'm also a part of the problem, because
What's over here?
It's just this thing that tells you how many times you die.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I don't know. Like, I understand, like, you don't want to make yourself miserable.
132 times.
But, like, a lot of people, they don't deal with stuff like this. They don't talk people reasonably. Like, they don't explain why somebody might keep this stuff secret.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because it's not fun. It's not really pleasant to talk about.
Is this a thing?
I think we've killed all the bosses on this place.
I think it's only the running guns.
So we might be able to move on to the next place.
Oh, do you only have to kill the bosses?
Yeah, I mean, they're running guns for money.
Oh, okay.
And the running guns also really, really hard in co-op. Let's see if it'll let us the next aisle. I think that's what the achievement popped up with telling us.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I'll be talking to people about, like, why somebody might... Like, somebody tells me that, why is he not naming the guy's name now? Why is he going after Naughty Dog? Well, it's like, well, Naughty Dog's the one that suppressed it, and then kind of fired him and swept it under the rug.
So they fired the...
allegedly let the guy go off his job because, they didn't want to deal with it.
I'm saying, did they fire the guy that came forward or the guy that was harassed?
Well, he was already fired. What he's coming after... He got harassed.
Yeah.
He hasn't been able to work. He said he hasn't had a job in the industry in a while. Because when he goes and tells people why did he quit working there, he says he was burned out or whatever. Like, he'll make up an excuse for why he doesn't work there.
Right.
But he's been fired. Like, it's not a recent firing.
Was it fired before for that, for coming out, or was it...
Yes, he was already let go. This is him being on Twitter or whatever, saying, this is what happened to me.
Right.
I lost my job and I haven't worked in a while because I was the victim of sexual harassment. And when I came forward, they didn't do anything about it and then let me go. He said they try to have him sign like a thing. Like
pay him off.
Like a disclosure type of thing. Like $20,000 or some shit. Basically, which is like a settlement type thing. Naughty Dog's also said that this didn't happen or whatever. Said that they take sexual harassment seriously and all that stuff. But I'm not trying to go after Naughty Dog here. This guy might be, full of crap. But the problem is like people immediately, like, all right, first off, we know video gamers can be extremely toxic on Twitter. Like, I feel like he's probably gotten death threats. Like, I don't understand why somebody would come out and lie to gamers about anything like this when like, the attention you're going to get. These are people who, like, gamers death-threated people for the Gamergate nonsense. Like, they give death threats, tell you to go there, they're going to, like, come after you and stuff because you rated their game wrong. This is not the type of people you want to, like draw attention from.
And that are really good with technology and will be like, I know where you live.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason this guy would lie is because he wants attention, right? Because he's not going to get a settlement or anything out of him. He might hurt Naughty Dog, but I doubt he purposely just wants to hurt some random company they used to work for. You know what I mean? Like, it seems weird to me that the guy would lie about it. Whereas it seems more obvious to me that in light of people coming out and sharing their stories for support, that he might have shared his also.
Well, I mean, and there was the whole Me Too hashtag on Facebook.
That's after this, though. Yeah, the Me Too thing. Oh, and that's the other thing. It's like God damn it, what's her name? What's the girl's name that's going after everybody right now?
Oh shit.
It's really it's the one that it's like the army or whatever. That's, oh god damn it. This one's really hard because the platforms.
Yeah, Sarah Silverman?
No, it's not Sarah Silverman.
Rose.
Yeah, Rose McGowan. I think. She's sort of like a double-edged sword right now. She's like she's kind of gotten in a position where she can go after all these people that she's wanted to go after, which she probably rightly should.
Right.
But in a way, she's also kind of feeding into the the people who are worried that we're just gonna go after anybody and everything. Like, she's I'm
stuck.
The intensity of like her jumping after people is enough to turn off people who would support her. And I don't think she cares. The problem I'm having is, like, she got kicked off of Twitter. She's the reason they started the women's boycott of Twitter thing.
I'm sorry, she deserved it. You don't post home address and cell phone numbers on Twitter.
Right.
I mean,
but like immediately the comparisons were made immediately, and they quick judgment made that they were getting powerful people were shutting her off of Twitter, and it's a comparison to all the powerful people that shut up victims everywhere else, and but the problem is when you jump to those conclusions and you come after a company that quick, like, and then there's people who think Trump should be pulled off of Twitter for his stuff, it's just like what happens is you start when you get like this you start muddying up the actual problem.
Right.
And people start tuning out to what's going on.
Right.
And that's the problem, is like you don't want to look like a mob. And I mean the army, the whole Rose's army thing. You look like a mob right away. And I understand why somebody who really thinks this is going on would be like, we need to form a mob. Or go after all of them. But like any little thing that's making them mad, it's just like it's like focus on the real deal.
Kind of.
And it's like you're gonna get to the point where you're hurting yourself. People are gonna tune you out, and then people are gonna end up keeping their stuff back to themselves again. It's like
she kind of lost me when she started. I mean, I get there's a chance Ben Affleck knew, but like there's also the chance he didn't know because like.
Well, I mean, even then they were like, I mean, they already came up with their whole reason why she was kicked off of Twitter before anybody said anything. And the idea that they need to get a response immediately, or that other people should be also kicked off of Twitter, those are all like really entitled, angry things to say. That like you're dealing with a company that like the companies don't have a moral. They're there to make money.
Well, that's why they have.
I mean? That's like they have rules and regulations and
like
I understand, but like when you start spinning like conspiracies and stuff, and you're biting the hand that feeds you. I mean, you gotta work with Twitter. You can't just be like, Twitter kicked us off, and already we've turned on them, and they're the worst thing ever, and they're working with Trump, and why aren't they kicking off Trump, and everything else. Like it was exhausting because it happened so fast.
My biggest problem about it too was the fact that it wasn't like a ban.
You are so dead.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't a ban from Twitter. It was a 24-hour soft ban.
Right.
It's like.
But that's what it is. It's like the why isn't he getting it, and you got double standards, and why aren't we getting a response fast enough? It's like it's so much, and it's so exhausting, and it's like this is why people tune out to you and don't support you, and it causes more problems than it's helpful, and it's because of conspiracy type shit.
Well,
I understand if there's something going on and you can prove it. That's really helpful. It's really helpful.
That B-bomb is intense.
When you clearly had something happen to you on Twitter, and then all you can say is, we think it's because of powerful people, and it feels unfair. You know what I mean? Like that's not going to help your cause. That hurts your cause because it just makes you look like a nut.
Right. As much as the Trump stuff sucks.
And she did the same thing with like the late night comedian made some Harvey Weinstein jokes. That were probably really unfunny and way too timely. It's like the British guy, like the guy that does like the car karaoke.
Yeah.
And she's like, listen to the audience hooting and hollering, and it's like it sounded like the audience was
booing,
kind of also anti the jokes, like they cringed also. And it's like that's the type of stuff that gets people turned on you, and it muddies up your position, and it doesn't help.
Right.
And I'm dead. Better save me! Better save me!
I was freaking this levels. Well,
but that's why it's all
the Trump stuff
talking about stuff
the Trump stuff is annoying.
Well, it's like people are wondering why he didn't get kicked off of Twitter for basically declaring, like he was going to nuke another country.
Well, they said Twitter came out and said we have this policy that's in for major political leaders.
Yeah.
And they're like,
but then you're coming back to the same thing where I said before: is people want answers, they want them right now. Like, we're entitled to this answer, or we're gonna go after your company, and it's like, come on, man. You gotta give companies time to, especially the level of danger in our society with anything political. You have to give these companies a little bit of a chance to make sure they're doing the right thing before they take action.
They said
because you are showing them exactly why.
Right.
If they don't.
Well, they said
if they don't slowly take actions and make sure they're doing the right thing, some other group of nut jobs are going to come along and be like, ugh.
Well, they said they instituted that policy, I think. I mean, I might get my facts wrong too, but I believe they said they instituted it under Obama when people were saying that they wanted Obama kicked off Twitter.
Right. That whole thing, I don't. Well, I mean, what do you gain? You kick them off of Twitter. You don't gain nothing. You just make their followers, the Trump people, feel more like the fake news is coming after him.
Well, I mean,
that's all you gain from that. You don't gain anything real from getting him kicked off of Twitter.
Why would Twitter want him off?
What I'm saying though is you don't gain anything by kicking him off of Twitter. You get what you get. You feel a little happy and smug that you managed to hurt one of Trump's ways, but that's it. It doesn't actually do anything. I don't want to 3 weeks of Trump versus Twitter war nonsense, like the football nonsense. I don't want to hear that. It'd be just another distraction why he, kills something else in our healthcare.
Oh, I thought I took that B out.
I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, people were like, and I always hate this because I've seen this type of stuff before on video game forums. Video gamers do the same crap when they're like, well, so and so got to get away with saying something that didn't get them banned. It's like, yeah, well, you didn't. It's against the rules. It's not a big conspiracy. Some stuff gets through.
It's like
sometimes you cuss all day and night on Xbox Live and you get away with it, and then someday you run into the wrong person at the wrong time and you get banned. And it doesn't matter that all the other people who've always said, you know, stupid, evil, like, mean, racist things to you on Xbox didn't get banned. It doesn't matter because you won the lottery that day.
It's like
the day they were banning.
It's kind of like the PewDiePie situation. I could probably sit here and yell the N-word a couple of times. And we could probably post this video, and it would not get brought up, and we probably wouldn't even get in trouble for it.
I doubt we're sitting here screaming the N-word.
Well, no, I'm not saying we are. What I'm saying is, if you're more of a vocal or like recognized person, you're more and less likely.
Oh, you died.
You're more likely to get caught.
Well, because they were trying to say other people posted names and numbers and they get kicked off of Twitter. And my response to that is, that's against the rule. The rules aren't there so they can have conspiracy reasons to kick people off when they feel like it. The rules are there for a reason. You think names should be posted on Twitter? Is that what you're saying? I don't care if other people accidentally got away with it or didn't get away with it. It doesn't matter to me. That's a rule for a reason.
Well, I mean, the problem with phone numbers, putting phone numbers on Twitter is, I mean, people could figure out where these people live.
They have those rules, and the funny thing is, those rules, like that, those kicking people off of Twitter rules are anti-bullying rules. They're not just for the fun of it. Those are rules for liberals. Those are what they are. They're anti-bullying rules put in place. So people, when they get massive calls, you know, like that, we say clean up Twitter, get all the bullies off of Twitter, and then somebody literally breaks the rule. One of the rules that's to keep people from bullying people on Twitter.
Well, the thing is yeah, she's doing it for the right reasons, and she's correct in what she's doing, but she's bullying. I mean, she's going full-blown bully, cyberbullying.
But that's what I'm saying, though, is like, it's the anti-bullying stuff on Twitter is something, you know,
we've been fighting for
that's something we want. And then, you know, you break the rule. You can't turn around and be like, hey, why am I getting banned because I put a phone number up? It's like, we put that rule there so people wouldn't get bullied, you idiot. Which is literally what you're fighting against. So people won't get harassed. Like Video Game Girl journalist number 10 that gets death threats by some crazy whack job gamer kid who's mad that their video game didn't get the right rating. That's another thing I was talking about.
Oh my god!
If this guy had been a girl with Naughty Dog and come out against him and said there was sexual harassment, the thing people keep the really basic toxic gamer thing to say is he's ugly. But if it was a girl, you know there would have been just the worst things ever said about her.
Yeah.
Definitely death threats. If he didn't get death threats, I'm shocked. But like, it's like, he's ugly, he looks like a creep. But this doesn't matter, man. There's a lot of people I think are ugly that other people like.
Right, no, I agree.
That's it. You can't tell what people are. Plus, sometimes people go after people they think are easy victims.
Yeah.
That's where they think they can get away with it. You don't sexually harass the A if you don't think you can get the A. You sexually harass the C because you're a pathetic piece of shit.
And
that knows that they can't get the A's.
And the highest of the people are most likely to tell and have people believe them.
I just can't believe anybody who works in America today.
Thanks for watching, guys. Next time, we won't be talking about this.
Crying babies.